both David and Scott, to reach this point this evening, but Scott has met tough challenges before and learned to rally. Let's go up close and personal with Scott Hamilton. Although it looks like a scene from the American West, the horses in the pond are actually in the Midwest, Bowling Green, Ohio, the hometown of Scott Hamilton, one of America's leading skaters for the past 3 years. Scott finished 5th at the Winter Olympics. He was also selected by his teammates to carry the U.S. flag.
I barely remembered the whole time during the opening ceremonies because I was so scared the whole time. I just sort of carried the flag, and I was worried that the wrong arm was on top, and I was worried that I was carrying it too low or too high, and I was worried about passing the vice president and stumbling, and I was worried about, everything that goes with it. My heart was the whole time. It was scary. The not-so-outstanding memory was not getting a bus back to the village. We were stuck. We were stuck there for about an hour and a half, and that was kind of bad because so many people were there, and they had so many buses, and they were all jammed into one parking lot.
The journey to the Olympics was a difficult one for Scott. There was a time when some thought that he might not reach his 10th birthday. At age 5, Scott suddenly stopped growing, and the doctors eventually decided he had a disease called Schwachman syndrome. The memories are still painful for the Hamilton family.
They, at one point, gave him about 6 months to live, and this is when, with the advice of our family doctor again, we took him to Children's Hospital in Boston.
I can remember my folks coming home one Christmas Eve while we were at my grandmother's in Boston and saying, the doctors don't say it, they say it doesn't look very well at all for your brother. We don't know whether he's going to make it or not in the next year.
I remember the test they used to run, and they had a syringe about 2 feet long. They'd have me drink this liquid, and then they'd do an x-ray of my intestines, and that scared me to death. The only thing I really remember was loneliness. I was always alone, and I think from then I learned how to take things on my own a little bit. My parents were great, the whole thing. They gave so much, and when you're that age, you don't appreciate anything.
Scott's mother passed away 3.5 years ago, but his relationship with his father is very special. Scott is also one of the most popular citizens in Bowling Green, a town that has produced 5 other Olympians in the past 8 years. Recently, the mayor proposed that the city honor its athletes in a special way. For Scott, there are dreams that First Street will be changed to Hamilton Drive. But for now, it's back to reality and skating.
I've considered seriously, and I've decided that I'm going to continue skating until 1984. People consider me an old-timer because I've made it to Worlds twice and I've been to an Olympics, but when I look back, there are people ahead of me and some behind me have been a lot longer than I have. And I know that I can hang in there. My other goals in life in general would be, being 5'3". I'd at least like to be able to maybe grow a couple more inches and get out of the boys' department. The last blazer I bought had a duck on the pocket. It's just things like that. I'd really like to get through. Skating was one thing, but not being able to date Susan Anton's another thing. That really concerns me.
Scott Hamilton, 22, coming on right after David Santee. The pressure is on, the audience is up. This is the excitement of competition when 2 greats come together right away. Clean jumps, clean edges, beautiful moves. Look at this opening combination. Triple Lutz, triple toe loop. Triple Lutz without the triple toe loop, which he's free to. There it is, right there. A step in between it. Double axel. Look at the cleanness, the height.
This is a very strong opening. Another combination of a triple jump, a wally, triple salchow. Beautifully done. And look at the speed that he's getting tonight. Beautiful height, very light, very compact skater.
One of the things Scott Hamilton has is great intelligence in his skating. Clean, precise edges and moves, thought out choreography. Look at the height in that Arabian. must also be a complete skater. That means spinning as well. Look at this camel sit spin.
The outstanding things about Scott's jumps are the superb technique and the lightness of his landings. Here he's planned a triple flip. And here it comes. Preparation.
He only elected to do a double, which of course, as we know, he's free to do, and with the number of triples that are in this program, any variety is okay. One of the reasons he probably did a double instead of a triple was because he'd been falling on it in practice and elected to be secure at this particular moment. Look at the cleanness of the edge as he takes off in this double axel. How precise and clean it is.
Well, he has finished his revolutions even before he touches the ice and just floats down and catches so lightly.
Here's a triple.
The audience really seems to be behind both of these boys tonight. It looks like he's having fun with this music and really feeling it totally tonight. Nice triple salchow. Now the audience really seems to be with him. And Scott's strongest thing that is his footwork, the quickness of it. Both David and Scott are giving very, very good performances this evening. It's going to be a tough and tight competition. They both are very strong.
Running, turning, footwork, the kind of thing that he has done consistently and always brought the audience to their feet on those kind of moves. Final scratch spin, and already the audience rising on their feet for Scott Hamilton. What a great evening. Two of the best skaters in American history, I think, together back to back, and both giving top-rate performances. That's what it's all about, when they give the best performances that they can, and both of them have done that tonight.
And they're standing again in the audience in San Diego, California. It's a wonderful evening. Here's a slow-mo of the first two triple jumps he did, a triple Lutz. Look at the tap. Very tight revolutions, very clean landing, good position. And now doing some turns right into another triple toe loop. And here's the preparation inside back tap. And a very, very clean, beautiful position.
Flowers from the audience, really popular. Here's his first set of marks. From what I can see, they look like 5/8, 5/8, 5/9, 5/9, 5/9, 5/8, 5/9, 5/8, 5/9. Near perfect marks, and certainly deserved ones. Hey, Scott, come on over here. You didn't, pal. You never kept us waiting. And besides, when you skate that way, you can keep us waiting forever.
No, I was okay. I was hoping to be a little bit more solid, a couple of landings, but it's all right. I don't mind. I'm not going to complain.
Here's your second set of marks. A 5/9, a 5/9, a 5/8. There's that 6 thing right up there. Hey, hey!
I love it. My first one. That's hard skating after David. I don't want to do that anymore.
You don't want to do it anymore.
No.
You may just have to.
Oh.
What do you think? Is that your first 6?
It's my very first one. I never thought I'd get one.
What do you think of this audience?
They're fabulous. This has been the best week I've ever had.
Well, congratulations, Scott. And don't forget,